And so Dodger Stadium is full, a capacity crowd of 56,000 excited fans. Tremendous force at the plate, the bat of Adrian Gonzalez. Great to be with you. 2K Sports presents Tuesday afternoon baseball. Now let's take a look at our starting pitcher for Los Angeles. Steve, as he gets going against Milwaukee, what do you think his focus is?
That's a tough matchup for any pitcher against this lineup, as they can really swing the bat and have a lot of different sorts of threat. So he's going to have to really move the ball around the zone, and the manager's going to have to keep an eye on him and realize that.
Lineup set for this one. Ron Renick's going to do it this way. Any of these bats stand out, John?
Well, the numbers Ryan Braun puts up year in and year out tells you that he's probably in his mid-30s. Instead, he's still in the prime of his career. This guy can do a lot of things. He can hit the ball in the ballpark. He hits for an high average. He can also steal bases with 33 stolen bases in 2000.
And it's Carlos Gomez to lead us off.
For the Milwaukee Brewers, center fielder number 27, Carlos Gomez.
He deals. Swinging a liner to left. One away now.
For the Milwaukee Brewers,
Show you how the Dodgers are lined up around the field. Particular standouts here, John?
Well, Jimmy Rollins has been a fantastic fielder throughout his career. His offense is finally starting to catch up to his defense. But the one thing that hasn't left him in all this time as a veteran player, he still has unbelievable range and still possesses one of the best throwing arms for any shortstop.
And we've got LaCroix now coming to the plate. Lifetime numbers, 6. Big swing, straightaway center. Warning track, Wall looking up. And he drops back to the warning track to pull it in.
Right fielder number 8, Ryan Braun.
So a chance here with Ryan Braun, 2 down. Towards the middle. And there it is. That's our first hit of the ball game.
Boy, after 2 outs, they finally got a man on board right here in this inning. So let's see if they can get back-to-back hits going and maybe get some momentum.
And Lynn's batting. Here's the pitch. Swings and misses the slider. 0-1. Here's the delivery. Here's a swing and a ground ball. Throws in time to first. What a play. No runs and a base hit. They leave one man on at first. And first chance coming up for the Dodgers. And here's a look at the starting pitcher for Milwaukee. Steve, what do you think his strategy is going to be against this Dodger lineup?
I think, Gary, we're going to have to look for this lefty to back some of these hitters off the plate to make them uncomfortable, because if they're comfortable, they've got a chance to do some real damage against them.
Strike to start the bottom of the first.
The location and velocity are critical in throwing the fastball. He runs his good fastball up and away right here, and it's a take pitch.
Foul! Swung on, hit softly towards the hole. And he'll step on the bag. That'll be the first out. Let's take a look. Very close play at first base on this replay.
A very close play, and he just gets him.
Here's the lineup for the Dodgers. So who are you looking at, John?
Well, there's nothing in Andre Ethier's game that jumps out at you and says, wow, he's the best at it. But he does everything equally as well. He can hit home runs. He can drive in runs. He's a very good defender in right field with an above-average arm. A lot of things Andre Ethier can do to help your team win.
And the pitch from Wong, too far inside. That'll go for a ball.
Well, the Dodgers last year, 3 games over 500 at Dodger Stadium, but not the typical home field advantage we see them enjoy at Chavez Ravine.
1-0 pitch, change up in there, 1-1. You know that dip in the Dodgers' home field advantage partly reflected in the stands, which came first. I don't know, Steve, but there were a lot of empty seats.
It's not a trend I expect to continue, though. They have good, deep pitching. They need to score a few more runs, but that fan base is certainly still there.
You're out. Swung on, missed, curveball, struck him out, 2 down.
That's a hard-biting curveball right there with great break. Awfully tough to put in play, swung right through it.
Now's a good time for a quick look at the Brewers and how they will be positioned on the diamond.
Now this defense ranked in the bottom 5 in the National League, and it's a real problem for this club because once you make these kinds of mistakes, you can never make them up. And it puts so much pressure on the pitching staff, they feel like they need to miss bats. When pitchers don't pitch to contact, that's a problem.
Here's the pitch. Fastball in there, 0-1. He has a .360 career batting average against the Brewers. Strike 2. Gonzalez. He's got to be careful here.
He's a free swinger on the 0-2 count, so you've got to think to yourself, don't give him anything too good to hit.
And that one's hit well. Braun's there. And that's going to do it in this half inning. Nobody left on base. No runs or hits here in this half inning. Still scoreless in L.A.
For the Milwaukee Brewers,
Leadoff hitter, Aramis Ramirez.
number 16, Aramis Ramirez.
Here's a swing and a liner to left center. And that's a base hit. Ramirez on board with a single.
Coming to bat
So Gerardo
for the Milwaukee
Parra will
Brewers,
come up now.
Left fielder,
Well, anytime you
number
get your
20,
first hitter up in the inning, big things could happen. It opens up a lot of holes in the defense, and it makes it a lot easier to hit for the guys behind you.
Here's the pitch. Ball lifted high in the air, deep down the right field line. It is way out of here. Milwaukee's on the board.
Coming to bat
And
for
so
the
they
Milwaukee
jump out to the
Brewers.
2-0 lead. Wow, what a great time for a 2-run shot like that.
Milwaukee with the lead now, Gary. Brewers going to keep that offense going, possibly extending the lead here.
Taps this one foul to the right. And the home run there, Steve, the pitcher's going to have to be very careful now.
Well, that's right. Damage control is critical. You don't want this inning to get out of control.
And another foul ball. He delivers. Slider, that's taken. Strike 3,
For the
one away.
Milwaukee Brewers,
This pitch has a little life to it at 84 on the gun and some pretty good movement.
Got him looking on a breaking ball.
A pitch that moves like that is something that is very useful to a pitcher if he's throwing it with confidence. And you can see that what a weapon that is.
There's second baseman in the box now.
Well, 2 different tales last year for the Brewers. They were so good at home, but they weren't nearly as good on the...
There's a swing and a ball hit well. Deep, straightaway center field. Back. He heads all the way back to the warning track and gets the out. That Milwaukee record home and road, it was the biggest imbalance, Steve, of any team in baseball.
And, you know, we saw it play out in the postseason. They won their first 4 playoff games at Miller Park, as expected, and then dropped 5 out of 6 games on the road and got knocked out of the NLCS by the Cardinals.
And he's there to retire the side. And so the scoring came in the second. Second inning sees the first 2 runs of our ball game. The Brewers lead 2-0.